for a cool toned eyeshadow palette to do a smoky eye with? Well, stay tuned because I'll show you how I got this look with the Huda Beauty Icy Nude. Happy New Year. I cannot believe we are here. It is 2025 and I couldn't be more excited for what is to come in this year. And I am all excited about what I have in my little bin here. So let's talk about it and then let's play and put on some makeup. Well, I think the star of the show is going to be this Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette. And this was a Christmas gift and I'm excited to give this a try. We're gonna figure out, is this really worth the $70 price tag? So we're gonna play with this. I've got some Colourpop bronzing drops. I've got a newer release for Wet n Wild for their skin tint. I've got some Ulta Beauty newer releases. I've got, let's see, I've got a Milani. I've got a NYX brow. I've got a whole new pack of lashes. I've got some more Colourpop here, about face mask. Colourpop lip liner and their new Fresh Kiss, their new highlighter. I'm gonna try Wet n Wild blush, and I've got a new concealer from Revlon, and I'm gonna try this eyeshadow primer from Alter Ego. So we've got a lot to get to today. All right, so let's start with these bronzing drops from Colourpop. And this is their Soul Body Liquid Sun Glow Drops. It has niacinamide and peptides. Let's see, what is it? A hydrating multi-use glow enhancer for a sunny lit from within glow infused with niacinamide peptides to support healthy looking skin. How to use it? Shake well before use, mix 1 to 3 drops into skincare foundation or body care and apply directly to the face or body. Customize your glow, more drops, more glow. So 1 to 3 drops. It is winter, so most of us are looking fairly pale. We do not have our summer skin on. This is just bronze glow. I don't know if they have, I think it's just this one color so far. So we'll see. But it's really pretty packaging. So here it is. It's got the nice rose gold top. Let's see here. It is a squeeze bottle. And so I'm just gonna put a tiny drop on the back of my hand and let's just see how, let's just see. Okay. So you can see how it added a bit of tan. Let me think here. What am I gonna do to put, sorry. Let's see. I think I am going to use, what brush do I want to use? Okay, I think we're gonna use this, it says it's a concealer blend kabuki, but I think we're gonna use this just to really get this worked in. So I think I'm just gonna, it says put 1 to 3 drops. Well, maybe what we'll do is we'll put it, no, because I wanna see how it works on its own. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just put a tiny drop in the 3 places that one's a little bit bigger drop. But let's just go ahead and start getting this blended in. These are the places that, you know, usually, I mean, it's blending in really nicely. I mean, I feel like it is giving a nice glow to the skin. It has a little bit of a scent to it, but it's not, I mean, it's very, very minimal. Okay. That did definitely add some color to my face. Okay, well, there's the bronzing drops. I may try this some more and mixed in with some of my favorite foundations and see how it works. Obviously, if you have a cream foundation or a stick foundation, you're just gonna have to put it directly onto your face. But I didn't mind that. Just those 3 drops blend in my whole face. So pretty excited about that. All right. So now let's play with this new concealer, and this is by Revlon. They just came out with this whole new glimmer line. I have a few of the products on order. They just haven't made it as of the time of this filming. And so we are going to give this a try. Let's see if I can read what it says, if it has any claims. It's a glimmer brightening concealer, and I believe I got the color. They don't have the color on here. I can't remember what color I got. It'll be listed in down below in the notes. Let's see here. It's a concealer corrector illuminator, and that's it. So let's go ahead and just see if we can open this up, get it put on. All right, here. Let's see. Ooh, it's a little hard to get out. Okay, so it's more of a triangular teardrop type of applicator. Let's see, let's put a little bit on my hand here. Come on. So you can see right there. Huh. All right, well, I have of late been putting just concealer in the inner corner of my eye. This does feel a little bit thick. It's not like super watery or like more, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it does feel like it's got a little more weight to it than some of the lighter weight concealers. But I'm hoping that means there's more coverage, especially for, you know, the darker areas of my eye. Okay. I don't know that it means more coverage. It doesn't seem to have, it doesn't seem like it's doing a super good job of covering up my darkness. Probably should have given it a little more time to set down. As of right now, it's kind of meh. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to put on, maybe build it a little bit. Although I think it's going to make it look more, a little more cakey. But let's put a little more down here and see. Let that set for a second and see. So I would love to hear, how was your new year? Did you go out and have some fun? Did you stay in? I stayed in. I watched a little bit of college football. I just totally chilled and went to bed way before any balls dropped anywhere in the United States. So I think I was in bed before even New York, way before New York dropped. So, and since I'm on Central Time, you know, that's that. All right, so this has had a little more time to sink in. Let's see how it does here. Okay, well, it looks like it might be buildable. We'll have to see what it looks like after I get ready. It has given it some time to do its thing, to settle in. I do have some powder I want to try. It's new from Ulta. That I want to try to set it with just to see. I don't normally set my under eyes just because I do have drier under eyes. But I am kind of looking to see, you know, if I can get less settling by setting it with the powder into my fine lines and wrinkles. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this foundation on. This is their newer release. It says it's up to 24-hour hydration, ladies. Don't ever wear your foundation for 24 hours if you can absolutely 100% avoid it. Because it just, our skin just doesn't handle it very well when we get past past the age where the elasticity and everything starts fading and doing its thing. So let's read about this. This hybrid 5% niacinamide skin tint combines skin-loving benefits with makeup, delivers a natural, healthy glow, finish with a radiant glow, lightweight, buildable coverage, separation may occur, so shake well, which I was gonna do anyways. So it says it has hyaluronic acid, it's got a peony extract. I got the color cream beige medium, and it does say warm. Now, Wet n Wild and all of those are not usually, don't have a huge shade range. So hopefully we can make this work, and it's not too warm, but you just never know when it comes to the, these type of products, especially drugstore. Now there are some drugstores products that have a great range. Wet n Wild's just not usually one of them. And so let's see here. Okay, I'm going to get out my foundation brush, which is the Sigma, I believe this is one of their newer brushes. This is a soft coverage F48. Y'all know that I love my Sigma brushes. They're just so good. So good. All right, so I'm just gonna put some on my hand. I think that that's probably gonna be enough. It is very warm, but let's see here. We're just going to give that a rub into my hand, which is what I like to do just to keep things even. Wow, okay. That was a little more coverage than I had expected. Wow. I think I can make it work. It is a little warm for me, at least from what I'm seeing right now. It looks a little warm for me. But I'm not mad at it. Wow. It feels nice going on. I'm just put a little bit more on the back of my hand. So you might need to use a little bit because it is a little bit of a thinner consistency. But, I mean, it's doing a pretty good job of covering my freckles. It is a little warmer than I'm used to, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Again, with some of these brands, they just don't offer a ton of color options. And so you kind of just have to work with what they have. I actually like the way this is feeling on my skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It is leaving a nice glow. I wouldn't say it is super glowy. I would say it's a natural glow. And again, we have the glow drops on underneath, so it's gonna add even a little extra glow. But I'm not mad at that. I actually think that's pretty nice. So far. We'll see, you know, after I get ready, what it's doing kind of in this area that I have deeper wrinkling in around my mouth and my chin. We'll see how it is settling in. But let's move on to, let's go ahead and set my under eye. We're gonna try this Ulta Beauty Color Correcting Setting Powder. It's a hyaluronic acid setting powder. So this is, I actually picked up the pink rose color. Oh, the package is actually easy to get into. That's always nice. Now these are always a challenge, these sifter ones. Oh, this is nice because it actually just lets you do one side or the other, which is nice. I'm just gonna do one side here because we don't need it all over the place. But let me just put a little bit on the back of my hand here so show you the pink color it is. So that's kind of nice. Oh, got it all over my watch. Let me see here. I am going to use my Sigma, let's see. Actually, no, I'm going to use my Nikki LaRose, what I used to put on my concealer with, my Nikki LaRose thing here. I'm getting this all over the place. Okay, so we're just going to do a real light brushing of this underneath my eye. just where I put the concealer. Wow, it feels very lightweight. Again, like I'm not that big set the under eye girl because I already have dry under eyes. I mean, I already have dry skin. So, you know, my under eyes tend to get a little more, not quite as dry, but they're pretty dry. So there's with the powder on. I don't know that it shows that much of a difference, but we'll see how it makes the concealer hold up and see if it does less creasing because now it's set with powder. Okay, now let's move on to the bronzer combination. I'm going to be using the Ulta Beauty Oh My Glow cream bronzer in the color Mocha. I'm going to show you here what this looks like. So that, definitely a warmer color. And then we're going to use the Oh My Glow Baked bronzer here. And I believe, let's see, this is, I think this is just the only color. It might be a lighter or dark, I don't remember. But again, all that will be listed down in the description box below. Okay, this one's, oh, no, get the right end of it, Amanda. Okay, so we'll get those opened. There we go, got that off. Okay, I'm gonna go with my brush. This is what I always do with these type of products, is just go in with my brush. I just feel like I have a little more control. In fact, I have some on my hand. I'm just gonna rub that into my brush and we'll go ahead and start. Now, some of my Ulta Beauty products, you know, for me, they're kind of hit or miss. I've had a few Ulta Beauty products, mostly lip stuff that I just love, like their lip oil, I just love. Their juice infused lip glosses I really like. You know, they did a rebrand, just more of a package rebrand, I believe, than a product rebrand. But I think it's pretty nice. It's not, you know, do I have other way more favorite things than some of my Ulta Beauty products that I've tried? Yeah. But this isn't bad. It's definitely warmer if you like that warmer bronze. And I've said before, I tend to be more of the sculpt girl. I want something that's really gonna kind of define, which tends to be a little cooler and a little more gray in tone. Let's go ahead and set it with this. I mean, this just looks beautiful, ladies. I mean, it's marbled and it just looks so pretty. Like it's gonna give you that sun glow. Oh yeah. See that right there. Huh, okay. Well, we're just gonna go very lightly with this and we're gonna use my Sigma F10 brush. I'm gonna just lightly tap in. And we'll just go over where we put the, that's pretty. That gives a nice glow. I like that. This is definitely probably something during the summer that you can use on its own just to give you kind of that glowy look without using like a cream. This will definitely be something I will be playing with more in the summer as well, but that is really pretty. And baked products tend to last longer. They tend to just really go on smooth. I've had very good luck with baked products. The Milani blushes are baked. I love those. They have that marbling in them. So just, they're nice. The Ulta, you know, the cream bronzer is nice in the color Mocha. I'm a little more excited about this. I can't wait to play with this a little bit more. Definitely think it'll be something that during the summer will be a really great product for me. Okay, now let's go into this blush. Now, you guys are gonna look at this color and go, oh my gosh, she's gonna put that on her cheeks. And yes, I'm gonna put this on my cheeks. And yes, it is winter, so we will probably get away with it. But this is, the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Lip and Cheek Color. Now, these have been out for a while, but it caught my eye, and so I'm like, okay, I just gotta pick it up. And so I did. And we are going to play with it and see. I mean, it says it's a lip and cheek. Yeah, lip and cheek color. I'm not going to try the lip part of it today, but I'm definitely want to see what the cheek color is. Oh my goodness, wow. Look at that. Okay, let's put this on the back of my hand. I think that's even going to be too much for my brush. We'll see here. So there's that. Okay, so I'm going to use my Amazon kabuki brush that I love, love, love. Actually, you know what? Let's try the Sigma. I believe this is the F43 brush, but it'll all be listed down below. I'm just going to put this into the brush. I really do need to wash my brushes. Here's a tip for you ladies. If you have good quality brushes, even if you have drugstore brushes, the best way to clean your brushes is Dawn soap. The blue kind, it does such a great job of, like, especially with the foundation brushes and anything that's more liquid, of breaking down those oils and getting your brushes really clean. That's all I've used for years to clean my brushes, and it is just a really great option. Another thing you want to do when you're washing your brushes is you want to, when you rinse them or when you're putting the water out, you don't want to leave your brushes like this, because the water can then seep in and loosen the glue. But so you always want to make sure that the water is going down and not up. And you want to dry your brushes with a towel first and then lay them out. So let's see here. Okay. I'm not mad at that. It's definitely not as pigmented as I thought it was going to be, which is good for me. You know, I can tend to overboard with the blush color, especially when I'm not familiar with something. But I'm not mad at that. That's actually really pretty. I don't, did I tell you what color it was? Berry True. Interesting. It says below it, it's made in Mexico. Interesting. Okay, so we got the blush on. And you guys know, I really am a highlighter girl. I try to use highlighters that don't accentuate my fine lines too much. I'm afraid this one's gonna do that, but when I saw this color, I could not order it. This is the liquid highlight from Colourpop, Feeling Glowy, and this is in the color Pink Pony. It's a dewy highlighter. Let's see if it says anything else on here. An ultra reflective, which means it's gonna probably have a lot of glitter in it. Liquid highlighter for a super luminous dewy glow. It's infused with hyaluronic acid, polyglutamic acid, niacinamide, sea moss. How to use: apply 1 to 2 dots anywhere you want glow, cheekbones, bridge of nose, cupid's bow, or brow bone. Okay, well, I think I'm just gonna do the cheekbones today, because that's normally where I put my liquid highlighters, or my highlighter is on my cheekbones. So here is the color. I mean, it is gorgeous. It's so pretty. And you know me and my purples and pinks. I'm just gonna actually put 1 dot on there. So that's what it looks like. Just see here. Okay, let's get my highlighter brush. I actually will use the smaller kabuki brush. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna put it on with my finger. I'm gonna do that. Okay, just tap right there. I like right there on the top of my cheekbone. That is definitely not as glowy and glittery as I thought it was gonna be. Probably because I rubbed it into my hand too much. Let's see here. I'm gonna put it back in. Let's do more like direct from the liquid on there and see. Okay, that's better. I feel like Okay, that went on a little bit better on this side. But it's still not as good as I thought it was gonna be. I mean, it's pretty. I really do like their powder highlights. And they have a stick highlighter I really like. And you can see that. I mean, it does give that glow. It just didn't pack the punch that I thought it was gonna pack, looking at it in the package. So we'll have to see how that shows up when I got my final look going on. Okay, so we're done with that. So let's go ahead and get the eyebrows done. So we have a framework to work with when it comes to putting on the eyeshadow palette, which I'm super excited about. Okay, so today we're gonna use the new NYX Blade and Shade and the Milani Brow Gel Liquid Wax. It's in clear. These are both new products. And let's go ahead and give them a try. Now this one is like, I believe it's is it the M Cosmetics or Dominique Cosmetics? This blade, I think I've showed it before in Makeup Revolution or the Revolution Beauty. But it's this like, it's like this diamond shaped pencil. So we're gonna see, Blade and Shade. So I'm guessing it's going to do both fill and shade. So we're just gonna go ahead and give them a brush out. And let's put this up a little bit. Okay, I think I have enough of that up here. So, well, it looks like it's gonna do some nice fine strokes for not being a liquid pen. Let's see how it does drawing in. Okay. All right, well, I'm not mad at that. Okay, let's continue to draw in some hairs here. So I'd love to know, if you are a makeup girly, what you got for Christmas presents if you asked for makeup. I had one gal respond that she got a bunch of gift cards for Sephora and Ulta, so she was going to go have some fun with her daughter, which is amazing. If you wanted makeup stuff, what did you want? I'd love to hear what you asked for in the comments below. And have you been playing with it already? I mean, I've been waiting to try this palette because I wanted to do it with you. And so I don't know if I'm super impressed by this. I think NYX has better liners than this, like the micro brow, which is my holy grail. I think this is a little more, you have to work with this a little bit more than you do with the micro brow that I like. I mean, I don't like to spend a ton of time on my brows, but this seems like a little bit more time than I would like. And, you know, it's okay. I like the ease of my, I just like the ease of my other one much better, my NYX Micro Brow. This is okay. I mean, if you just need to draw in a few fine hairs, this would probably be a perfect product for you. But since I need to do a bit more with my eyebrows because they are sparse and I do have some emptier areas, it's just not as friendly for me as I would like it to be. But that's good. I mean, and let me tell you the color I got in this. This is the gray, which is pretty dark considering it is a gray color. You know, you blade and shade. They give the steps on here. It's a nano brow mechanical pencil. Again, nice. Just seems to take a little longer than I would like. And I'm a big fan of the micro brow from NYX, which is my holy grail. So we're gonna go ahead and open the Milani. And it says, Stay Put Liquid Brow, Longwear Brow Lock, feathers, lifts, and locks for fuller looking brows. Lightweight liquid wax holds up. Liquid wax with up to 16-hour hold, dries transparent while nourishing shea butter and argan oil. Brush brows upward and outward motion, gently press brows to set. Okay, so we'll give this a try. So it looks like there are going to be some new releases coming out. Revlon, I think L'Oreal has got some new things coming. And so I kind of check every day on the Ulta website, you know, obviously on social media. I follow most of my favorite brands to see when they're releasing new products or promoting new products. I try to share those things with you in the community tab section. Let me know if you want me to continue to do that, because I'm happy to share with you when new things come out. And okay, so this is going on. It says it dries clear. I like how it's giving a little bit of separation and lift. Let's see. I'm just gonna lightly press down. Huh. I actually think I like that. Okay, Milani, I see you there with that. Okay, now let's get into this. Okay, we got the Alter Ego eyeshadow base, and Alter Ego is kind of known for being inspired by, Alter Ego is known for being inspired by more expensive products. And so let's see here. I'll go ahead and get this on. It's been a while since I've used a primer with you guys. I've been using the Natasha Denona Roxa palette, and I haven't been using any primers when I've been trying that. And there's been one or two colors that I've had a little bit of a hard time with, but most of all, you know, it seems to be working. You know, the colors and stuff are really nice. But stay tuned at the end of the month. All the things that I'm showing in my daily beauty stories, I will be doing a month in review of all the things that I've tried and give you my thoughts on that. So be on the lookout for that. I like how this went on. It feels like a little bit of a thicker concealer, but it feels like it dries down pretty quickly, like almost to a powder. Wow. Yeah, I think I like that. Huh. All right, well, we'll see how it holds up. All right, here we go. We're gonna go into this Icy Nude palette by Huda Beauty. Now, you guys know. Come on, focus. You guys know that I don't like to spend a ton of money on makeup because I try a lot of it. I play with a lot of it. So I'd rather get more bang for my buck. But I did get this as a Christmas gift. And so this Icy Nude palette is supposed to be their last large palette. I think they're going to stick to more nine shadow palettes. But the reason I wanted to get this one so much and why I was so excited about it is because it is cool toned. And cool toned palettes are so hard to find. Even the Pretty Grunge, which I did the New Year's Eve look with, even that is pretty, it's warmer in tone than it is cooler in tone. Even with the darker shades, they were a little bit warmer. But this palette is a cool tone palette. and it is light, which I think is going to add some really pretty looks. It's mostly a neutral tone palette. So if you guys like the neutral tones, you know me, I like a lot of color. But we're gonna do a neutral look. I'm gonna do a glam eye with this. So let's start playing. I think I'm gonna start first with this color right here, which is Poised. And we'll use that in my brow bone area. Get my brushes here. And we're gonna just start with, let's start with that one right there. Okay, I mean, there's a little kick up, which I always expect from eyeshadow. I worry a little bit sometimes if it doesn't have a little bit of powder to it, that it might hard pan a little faster. Okay, that's a pretty color. I'm liking that so far. It's a good neutral taupey gray color, which is a color that I'm definitely attracted to when I'm doing in my brow bone area. I have very deep set eyes, and then I'm getting a little bit of hooding over here on this eye as it's starting to sag like other things. Ladies who are 50 plus, you guys know what I'm talking about. And yeah, I'm liking this color so far. Seems to be going on fairly nice, not any real patching, maybe a little bit, but that could be the primer too. I'll probably be playing with this eyeshadow palette this beginning of the week on my beauty stories, and you'll see this probably a little more in action with a few different color combinations, just so you get a really good idea of what this palette offers. And it'll definitely be a palette that'll be included in my month end. Okay, now let me see here. The next color I'm going to try is, let's go with She Rich. She Rich. This is the darker brown. The brown above it looks a little bit warmer of a tone, and I want to go with something a little less, something that's darker and smokier on the outside here. Let me see. I'm going to use this smaller brush. I'm going to go in, I'm going to do the lower lash line today since we're going to do a little bit more a glammy look. And I'm going to just run this along the whole lower lash line, just to, and I'm just using one of the smaller, why is that I always have to open my mouth? I think that's so funny. I'll have all the brushes and everything I used listed down below. I do want to say that all the links down below listed, I earn a small commission if you use those links. It's great. It supports my channel. It supports my love of makeup. But if you find it on your own and you use it on your own, I think that's amazing as well. But I just want to let you know, all the links are down there, and I do earn a very small commission if you purchase anything from those links down below. All right, so let's go into She's Rich. So I'm just using that, tap it off, and then we're gonna go right here on the outer V. Now I find that deeper colors tend to be a little more patchy, just because that's how they are. This one's not too bad. You know, I do have wrinkles. I do have, you know, I do have skin that moves, and it's, you know, getting thinner. And so, but I'm not hating this. I'm not, you know, feeling like it's really super patchy. It can be blended, which is good. And again, I'm looking into like a 10 size mirror, a 10 times mirror to put this on. So I can see all the flaws, not only of my skin, but you know, the flaws in the application. I know, you know, it's hard for us when we get older to really want to see magnification, because then we really do see all of our wrinkles and crinkles and looser skin everywhere. But it is part of aging, and I am not against getting fillers, but I am just not that girl. I don't, you know, I am my age, and my face will reflect my age, I guess, you know, and I'm okay with that. There's lots of stories to be told in these lines. Some good, some not so good, some, you know, there's wisdom there. That's at least how I like to think about it. There's wisdom in these lines. Yeah, pretty nice. I like how that color went on. It is very pretty. All right, so now let's see here. You guys, I'm using my glasses more just because I want to give you like the shade names and stuff. But you can see here, it is a little bit, you know, powdery. I'm trying a new lens, so you can see that it's kind of going in and out of focus. And so I'm sorry if that bothers you. I think what I'm going to do is I want to go in with, I think I'm going to lay down this One Self, which is this lighter color right here, as a base for the topper that I'm going to use. And I still haven't figured out which topper I'm going to use, but I'm just going to use my finger and just put this on the lid. Oh, that's a pretty color. It's like a concrete color, which is not, I kind of like that. If you were doing like an all matte look, this would be a pretty lid shade for an all matte look. I'm just not much of an all matte type of girl. I like, bring me sparkle. I like sparkle, bring me sparkle. All right, here, let's see. What? Well, I'm doing more of this beige, this more brown, smoky look. I think I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna use a little bit of this golder tone. Oh, what do I wanna do? Okay. So I am going to use this VVS, this one right here. It's a kind of a champagne-y, more of a gold color. Let's see here. Oh, it's a creamier one too. So you can see what that looks like. And we're just gonna go ahead and, that is way more, it's chunky. Oh, I don't know if I like that or not. I mean, it packs a punch, but I don't know if I like that more spaced out, chunkier look. You can see that. I mean, it feels creamy, but it doesn't feel creamy going on, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it doesn't. Boy, but it packs a punch. Woo! Boy, let me tell you, it packs a punch, which I'm not mad at. You know me, I like my glitter. I like my bling. So, I mean, it definitely packs a punch. So we'll just have to see. Okay, so I think, let's see. Let's go in the brow bone with something different. And I think I'm going to use in the brow bone, let's go in the brow bone with this iced out color. This kind of white, pinky color. Let's go in the brow bone with that. Let me get my Sigma pencil brush. We'll just lightly tap into that. Oop. And then we'll put that up there in the brow bone. Okay. That's pretty. Probably should have used this on my, I will probably do a look with this on my lid. That's pretty. Let's see what it looks like on the inner corner here. It doesn't really show too much. I'm gonna go to the one right below it, which is kind of this whiter shade here, just to use on the inner corner. Just to kind of brighten that up. Yeah, that looks better. And then I can use the iced out on top of it. And then that'll give it a little more sparkle for that inner corner. Okay, so there is the Icy Nude palette. Not overly disappointed. Don't know that I'm overly excited. I think I have palettes. I think I have Colourpop palettes that I could probably pull a look from this on. Like the 111 or the Cloud 9 or the 1111 palette by Colourpop, or the Cloud 9 palette, I think would probably do a very similar look to this. But okay, let's go ahead and, oh, I forgot to bring over my waterline. So I'll be right back. Okay, got my black waterline pencil, and we're just gonna go in and do the waterline on top, because we're gonna do falsies, but I am going to try a new mascara. And I like to do just a little bit in the corner, the outer corner here. Let's go ahead and this is the Sephora Collection Black Lace 12-hour gel, 12-hour liner. Just love this color. And it really does not, I mean, it does transfer a little bit, but it's not as bad as other ones are. So let's go ahead and get mascara on. So I have something to put on as a base. I'm gonna go ahead and just curl my lashes, and this is just the Japanesque. I have on order, Real Techniques just launched an eyelash curler. So I have that on order. So I should be getting that soon. So we'll give it another try here to a eyelash curler. See, those don't tend to come out as often, releases of eyelash, you know, curlers and stuff. So this one works really, really well for me. All right, we're gonna try this About Face mascara. And this is a line that is sold at Ulta. And I've liked, one of my favorite foundations is the Perfector, which is by About Face. And so, okay, so it has one of these brushes that I really like. So it is one of my holy grail foundations that I have tried. And so, okay, this is going on pretty nice. I would say this is very similar to the L'Oreal Panorama, although I think the L'Oreal gives a little more punch on the first coat, but I would say that this is very similar to that. It is definitely lengthening. You can see that. That's on the lower lash line. Actually, this might be a really good lower lash line. A mascara. Maybelline, I think, and Clinique both make a dedicated bottom lash mascara. We're just going to use one coat of this. So look for one of my beauty stories, daily beauty stories, to see. I'll probably play with this mascara this week. on those stories and see how it looks just on its own, but we are doing lashes today because we have a pretty glam look going on. So I'm gonna do my lashes. I mean, this is pretty wet, so it is probably sticking the lashes together a little more than I would like, but maybe during the week as I open it more and play with it more, it'll not be that way. But I like on first application how that looks. So I'm excited to try that some more this week. It's probably gonna take me a few minutes, so I'm just gonna brush through this and then come back and you'll see with my lashes on. Okay, lashes are on. I will use my Master Precise just to fill in any areas that may need to look a little more filled in. Get it into that inner corner. Just to kind of make it cohesive. I don't like to put the lash glue in the inner corner because then it just is sticky and there's nothing attached to it. So I just use this liner to do that. So there we go. I'm gonna go finish, get ready, get dressed, and then we'll come on and put on the lip and talk about the products. All right, I am back, hair's done, jewelry's on, I'm dressed for the day, and let's go ahead and finish off the look with the lips, and then we'll talk about all the products. So this, the So Juicy line from Colourpop is not as new. It was like a summer release, I think, or end of summer, beginning of fall release. But this is the So Juicy liner. I have the So Juicy gloss, which I really enjoyed. This is in the color ETA. And let's see, a long-lasting lip liner that plumps and defines lips for a fuller looking pout. Infused with peptides, ginger, and peppermint. It says how to use. Follow your natural lip line or overline slightly for a pouty look. So I don't think I'm gonna overline, but we'll just go ahead and do my natural line in here. And then let's go ahead and get this on. Go back to my magnifying mirror. So. You can definitely smell the peppermint. I mean, this is really, really, really creamy. My only concern about that is that it'll bleed in my wrinkles around my lips because of how creamy it is, but we'll see. Just gonna shade in around the outer corners here. Going with this little more glammy look. All right, now we're gonna try their newest product, or one of their newer products, and that is the Fresh Kiss Glossy Lip Balm. And this is in the color Wild Berry. And it says a super hydrating, cushiony lip balm that instantly nourishes, replenishes dry lips for a soft, glossy pout. It's infused with hyaluronic acid and peptides. How to use: apply to lips as needed, day or night. Use over lip color for a glossy finish. Well, we're not using it over a lip color, so we'll see how richly pigmented this gloss is. I'll still have my scissors here. I'll open this up. That peppermint is definitely kicking in. I don't know if it's really plumping or not, but I can definitely feel the tingle of the peppermint, if that means anything. Okay, so it's just one of these gloss. So let's go ahead and get this put on. Ooh, that's nice. It comes out nice. Okay, So it does have some decent pigment to it, which is nice. Oh, and it feels really nice on the lips. That feels nice. It has a little bit of a scent to it. I'm not sure what it is, but it smells nice. So here is the look. Let's talk about the products and then I'll do a final look and then I'll put in a what it looks like in natural light. So let's talk about products. I'm gonna put my glasses on so we can talk about them. Okay, oh, that did get a little bit darker there. Okay, so let's talk about products. We started out with the Colourpop Soul Bronzing Drops. And I have to say, I think this did a really nice job. I'll have to play with it some more. I'm not one who uses bronzing drops. Usually I get pretty tan pretty easily. But for these winter months when skin tends to be a little more light, this is probably going to be a nice little addition if you want a little bit of color added to your skin. The concealer, it's not terrible. I'm gonna keep playing with it. So look for some shorts or some beauty stories with this, featuring this in it. Just to give a little more idea, I like the powder. It seemed to help decrease the creasing. So that might be good. This is the Revlon Glimmer Brightening Concealer. And I know this has a color to it. Again, it'll all be listed down at the bottom. And then I used the Color Correcting Setting Powder by Ulta Beauty in Rose Pink. And then let's talk about the foundation, the Wet n Wild new skin tint, niacinamide skin tint with hyaluronic acid and peony extract. It does look a little cakey around my chin. Again, I'm used to that because of my deeper wrinkles there. So it's not terrible. I actually really enjoyed the way that it went on. I liked the coverage that it gave. So will this be something that I will use again? Likely. I do have my holy grails that I take with me. I don't know that this will make it up into that status, but I definitely will play with it some more and see how buildable it is and go from there. Okay, let's talk about the bronzer combination. If you like a good bronze, this, you know, you like that warmer bronzy color, this is a nice combination. This is the Oh My Glow Cream Bronzer in the color Mocha and the Oh My Glow Baked Bronzer. And it doesn't say that it has a color. I don't know if there's a light one and a dark one or if this is just the color of it. But this is a nice combination. It's very pretty and I really liked it. The blush, it is not as pigmented as I thought it would be. I probably should have built it up a little bit more. But I'll definitely be playing with this. And it looks really intimidating. Really intimidating. But I definitely think that it is buildable and it goes on pretty lightly and you can build it up to get more of that pigmented color if you'd like. The highlighter, you can see it. I just don't think it's as good as some of Colourpop's other highlighters or even as the L'Oreal Lumi Glass one that I've been using, which I'm in love with. So this is okay. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I do have other Colourpop highlighters that I like more than that. All right, let's talk about the brows. Not super impressed with this liner. I way prefer my micro brow pen by pencil by NYX. I'll use this. It's just not my favorite type of application. It felt like it took me longer to do my brows than normal. But I am pretty pleased with this Milani brow gel. It looks like it's gonna have some decent hold and I like the way it made my brows look. So definitely really liked that. Can't wait to play with that some more. Okay, so let's talk about the eyes. Let's talk first about this mascara. I'm going to give this mascara a try some more. And it went on nicely for a first coat. Because I have my lashes on today, I like to put one base coat on. Excuse me, I got hair falling into my... Oh, there it is, I got it. I like how this went on. It did go on a little bit clumpy, so I'm hoping after I open it and use it a couple more times, maybe it'll kind of be less wet and go on a little smoother. But so far so good on that. And then of course I just used my Holy Grails, my the Kiss liner, black liner for the glue for my lashes. I used my Sephora collection in my inner my waterline. I used my Master Precise to kind of just clean it all up. I used my favorite Ardell lashes, the Demi Wispies, which by far are my favorite. I do need to get some other lashes to kind of play with and see, get a different look. Okay, now let's talk about what I thought would be the star of the show. And that is the Huda Beauty Icy Nude palette. And I use the Alter Ego eyeshadow primer. I'll have to keep playing with this. Not sure about it yet. I loved the way it went on. I love that it went down to a powder consistency pretty quickly. So I'm gonna keep playing with this. So let's talk about this Icy Nude palette. If this is their last release, it is a pretty palette. Do I think it's worth the $70? No. I would save your money. I'd buy one of the Colourpop palettes, the 1111 or the Cloud 9. I think you could probably get a similar look by it. Is it a beautiful palette and is it a cool tone palette? Absolutely, and I will be using it because it was a Christmas gift and because I want to play with it some more. So, and see what some of the other formulas are in here and how they apply. So I will be playing with this. So do I love it? Yes, I love the color story. I love that it's cool toned. Am I like super excited that the person who bought it for me spent $70 on it? Not so much, but it is a beautiful palette and I will be playing with it some more. So the lip combination, I do feel still a little bit of that pepperminty on my liner. I don't know that it's plumping or not. And then this Fresh Gloss, I like it. It's obviously something, it's a gloss. It's not going to stay all day. I'm gonna have to reapply multiple times, but it feels very comfortable and it definitely feels hydrating, which is a bonus because my lips get very, very, very dry. So that is it for this beauty story. Let me go ahead and give you a look here. I will say this did put out a very pretty look. I'm happy with it. Am I desperately in love with it like I am with some of my other looks? No, but it is a pretty look. So, ladies, I want you to remember that you get to choose every day to dress with purpose.